to the old VPR. Well, that would be great. I hope that that is the case. We tried that with Roni, and I think it failed. But Andy Cohen and the powers that be, and Cy and Jessel and uh, Jenna Lyons probably wouldn't agree with me. So there you go. The one person that she says that she really would like to see land on their feet is Schwartzy. Let me tell you something about this LVP. She has adopted Schwartzy. I mean, she has taken him under her wing. Look, you can't publicly support James anymore, Lisa. She just posted this picture during Christmas of Merry Christmas from Tom Tom to you guys that it was her and Schwartz. There was no Sandoval in the picture. So Sandoval is bad for business, and they are distancing themselves from Sandoval. And they are, she's just in love with Schwartz. She's in love with Schwartz. Who was it? Sheena did an interview, or maybe she talked about this on her podcast, and she said that the guys took it much worse than the girls. The cancellation of VPR, the guys took much worse. That, well, again, Ariana probably wasn't coming back. And Katie says that even though she was about to be asked, she wasn't coming back, that she proactively pulled out. So really, that just leaves Lala, who's over everyone and doesn't want to speak to anyone. And Sheena probably was the most shocked, but it's just happening according to Sheena in a different format. I don't know what format that is, but LVP has really adopted. She can't publicly support James anymore. She don't really care for Sandoval. So Schwartzy is the puppy dog. I once said, and I stand by this, that the two smallest dicks on Bravo are Schwartzy and Benigno. You guys know my friend Marge the Sarge? Very, very lovely woman, but it's her way or the highway. And look, it's a marriage made in heaven. Benigno loves to be on all fours and get that whip, and Marge loves to crack the whip. So I think Schwartzy and Benigno have the smallest dicks on Bravo. No offense, by the way. No offense. Some people have big dicks. Some people have small dicks, Some people have big dick energy. Some people have small dick energy. So I think Schwartzy is right for the picking. She is the LVP pet. And again, there's no shade in any of this. We're just spitting out facts here today. Guys, it's the new year. I'm not going to be shady here today. So she's put him in the picture for Tom Tom, and he flew when we opened Wolf, and he flew to Vegas when we opened Pinkies. And Schwartzy is for the taking. It is her new pet. And listen, if I'm giving any advice to Schwartzy, you close Schwartz and Sandy's. He's still working. Lisa said she wants to see Schwartz step back up and take a very, a more active role in Tom Tom. So my advice to Schwartzy is lean in, baby. Lean in, Schwartzy, oh baby. Uh, get into mama's bosom, cuddle up, go feed Hanky and Panky, start wearing pink every day. Do it. This is your mama. Mama has come to save you, Schwartzy. And I think she likes Lala. I think she likes Sheeta. She has to work with Stassi. It was part of the Hulu deal. She knows that Stassi will help her show, which didn't exactly boom out of the gate, Vanderpump Villa. So love Lisa, no shade, and no shade just Schwartzy. Let mama embrace you in the bosom. Stay there tight, and just be there all night, right? But this is who knew as we end 2024 and head into 2025 that, Jax and Dodie, would have the show, would be the winners. Obviously, Stassi, but Schwartzy, I'm looking ahead. I think the winner of the VPR cancellation, besides Ariana, is going to be Schwartzy. I mean, it was James. He had a real DJ gig opening for Paulie D. Same manager. Probably still have some of the gigs, but not if Paulie says, get this guy off my bill. So Schwartzy, my money is on Schwartzy. Wow, I didn't see that one coming. Still has a small dick, but hey, he's a cute guy. He gets it. Paige and Craig, we talked about earlier in the week. We did a quick hit on Tuesday afternoon. They broke up. The only thing I really want to add to this is Andy Cohn commented on social media with a whole bunch of sad face emojis. Andy really has his favorites. He like if you ever watch, have you ever really watched the interaction with him with some of these guys? Like when Craig was just on Watch What Happens, and Craig is like, I never lied on Southern Charm, and Andy was like, Craig. Craig is definitely one of Andy's favorites. I mean, he gets digmatized by Craig and Austin. Andy, I think, would like to bed them both down, but he has his favorites, right? Like Erica Jane. That doesn't mean you're going to keep your job, you know. Although I do feel he threw a bone to like Luann and Sonia with Crappy Lake, which I liked Crappy Lake, no shade. But look, he'll do what he has to do. He loves Teresa Giudice. Doesn't mean we're gonna keep the woman for $2 million a year when we reboot New Jersey. But he definitely has his favorites. Uh Craig has always been one of his favorites, so there's that. And I appreciate the breakup of Paige and Craig. I know they're both going through it. I'm getting a little, how can I put this nicely? I wouldn't say annoyed with Paige, but like, I don't need to hear about, like, I get it. You were 28 when you started dating him. Now you're 32. I think they both changed immensely as people. I think Paige learned what an adult relationship was, a good one. I think Craig learned what a good one was. Um, I think they both learned that. Excuse me. I think they both learned that. And sorry, there's like a lot going on my phone. But I don't need to hear about like how Paige is just so mature, and I'm sure she is, but girl, you're 32. So it's a little bit of an eye roll. For everyone who is 32, here is some news in the world. It is so young. It is so fucking young. So glad you learned a lot. It's almost self-indulgent at this point. Let's see if there's any new news about these two, but I don't know. You're 32, girl. Sorry it didn't work. I really liked them as a couple, and now it's over. Dorit, I love Dorit, but I love PK. I will not say anything bad about PK. I love my PK. I think he is a nice guy. I will stand by that. I will die on that sword. Um, it's back this week. Beverly Hills is back, and I'm very excited for this scene which we have coming up. I don't know if you guys have slowed it down or listened to all the audio on this, but the fight over the text of Kyle texting PK Garcelle, shady, shady Garcelle, Miss Bouvet. Did you blow this up and tell everyone? I mean, Kyle told you. Well, how did it get out to the group? I mean, you told the group, Garcelle. Garcelle, she's a silent sniper. She's above all the drama, right? I see you, Miss Bouvet. I see you. You might have a redecorated beach house, which it's not my style. I don't want to be a snob here today. It's the new year. I have a new lease on life, and I'm going to be nice. And everyone's just not my style. Who am I? Who am I? It's just not my style. But Kyle and Dorit, we have the scene. It's coming up this week on Tuesday. We are almost there, and it's a fighting over the text. And Kyle says to Dorit, PK has been a better friend than you have. I love how PK and PK did not tell me when I saw him a few months ago that he was basically a huge part of this show without even being